Now, I've been saying since Donald Trump swept the election that the Democratic Party is done. They need to go moderate, but if they do, they'll abandon the woke and they're going to lose a decent double-digit percentage of their base. If they go woke, they're going to lose more moderates to the Republican Party. Joe Rogan, me, many other moderate liberal types have joined MAGA. I don't know if you want to call it joining MAGA or whatever you want to call it, but we are voting for Donald Trump. We're supporting Matt Gaetz. We're supporting the Republicans, at least the populist ones, because the Democrats are insane. Right now, what we're seeing on X is massive. Here's an image of AOC having lost 143,000 followers. The actual number is 143,835 followers on X. And I got a big list for you. A list of many prominent liberal personalities who are bleeding followers out. Now, the news is that they're all fleeing to other platforms like Blue Sky. Joy Reid shut down her account. Many others have just, I think Bette Midler did. And you know what's going to happen? Blue Sky is not going to take off, just like Threads did not take off. These people are a cult. They are a cult. I will say it again. The people who flee and hide from information and tell you to cut off your friends and family are cult members. If the other side is saying follow everyone, that's not the cult. Cults maintain themselves by isolating information from people. What's going to happen? Regular people are not going to flee to follow AOC or these other liberal personalities. They're going to stay on X. Guess what? Our viewers and our following will go up. We are going to make more money, gain more influence, and the Democratic Party's influencers are isolating themselves on an island that no one will follow them to. So let me show you the big list, and we'll take a look at all these wonderful faces. AOC has lost 143,000, as I mentioned. David Patman's all right. He's only down 746. That's fairly big for him. He doesn't gain that much as it is. And the issue here is that we're tracking the full month. David Pacman gained a bit up until the election and then started losing. Brian Tyler Cohen, minus 13,620 followers. Here's Sam Cedar, who's down 1,757. He doesn't have the biggest account, so. You've got Brian Krasenstein down 15,644. Ed Krasenstein is down 19,674. Kathy Griffin's lost 26,000. Vosh is down 1,046. And Midas Touch has lost 30,000 followers. And these are just a small handful that I pulled up in, 5 minutes. So I'll stress. Well, the media is claiming everyone's fleeing to Blue Sky. Blue Sky is the place to be. Join the conversation. What I love about this is that it's basically the same thing as Twitter. It's a butterfly instead of a bird, but it's the same thing. And then you've got, you can go to Blue Sky and just see the feed. Here's one guy saying, how long until they announce Don Jr. as the head of the DEA at invalid handle? Okay. Mark Cuban says, congrats to Blue Sky for all the new users. My 2 cents, find every news source that has an RSS feed. Create accounts that show their public deeds on here. Blah, blah, blah. Here's another invalid handle. Here's Midas Touch. I feel bad. Here's another at invalid handle. The site doesn't seem to work. And, some people, look at this. Blue Sky reports around like 1 million hits per month, and X has like 60, million active users. Hey, not bad. And X has something like 60 million. Here's the meme of X burning in Blue Sky. It's not going to happen. Y'all tried this with Threads. It doesn't work. That's why Elon bought Twitter and turned it into X. Launching a new platform doesn't work. So they're trying. Here's Aaron Rupar. He's here. Patton Oswald. He says, this is the last time any of us will be happy, so I'm going to wallow in it. Wow. Indeed. These people are not smart. And it's a post from Tim Onion saying, the Onion, with the help of the Sandy Hook families, has purchased InfoWars. We're planning on making it very funny, very stupid website. We have retained the services of some Onion and Clickhole Hall of Famers. Who's going to go to it? Like, you get a couple million on the Onion, but the Onion's a 40-year-old brand. Who goes to Clickhole? Clickhole doesn't even track on like the top websites. You're going to convert InfoWars. All InfoWars followers are going to leave. And they're like, well, at least I'm happy now. I guess go ahead and be, because we're winning. Washington Post says liberals are fleeing X again, this time for Blue Sky. They tried it with Threads, Mastodon. It never works. Republicans tried it with True Social, Parler, Gab. It never works. The challenge is the snowball rolling down the hill. If I'm going to make a post and it takes time, I'm only using, I barely post on Instagram. I typically only post on X. So when people are like, hey, Tim, you should post on Parler, Truth, or Gab, I'm like, I get substantially less engagement and I have to double my workload. I'm busy. I got one platform for this stuff, and it's X. These people are going to come crawling back. They absolutely will. If they don't, I tell you, my friends, it's a glorious day. As these influencers excise themselves from the principal conversation hub, their influence will decline. They are basically removing themselves from the political landscape of their own volition. Regular people will no longer follow them. They'll stop hearing what they have to say, and their ideas will be sloughed off with them. Elon Musk's X drew more web traffic on the day Donald Trump won the presidential election than any other day so far this year. It broke its 2024 record for users lost in a single day. With Musk taking on a central advisory role to Trump's administration, liberals are pissed, and so blah, blah, blah. This time, though, the primary beneficiary may not be Threads, which is controlled by Zuckerberg and has acquired 275 million users in over a year. Not real. It's just Instagram's users were forced to do it. Instead, the upstart social network Blue Sky is surging. In 8 days, it added more than 1.25 million users, bringing its total to more than 15 million as it topped Apple Store rankings on Wednesday. Of those, some 8.5 million have logged in within the past month, spokesperson Emily Liu said Wednesday. The reason why this is not going to work is for the same reason so many other attempts at liberal BS doesn't work. People, and why Truth and other platforms don't work. People don't want to be in an isolated corner. They want to be in the public square. Conservatives don't want to go to, the guys you see on the street with the sign saying Jesus saves. There's a reason they're doing it in those areas. They want their ideas in your space. Liberals are like, we must flee and never come back. And I'm like, okay, this is the end of the far left. The Democratic Party will have no choice. More and more regular people are going to use X because X is the biggest platform. You can make money on the platform. Liberals can't because liberals won't get verified. And this is just it. Elon Musk is saying, then leave. This is where the overwhelming majority of people are going to be. And the likelihood that X dies from this is slim. There are prominent liberals who are not losing followers. Destiny, shout out. He's not losing followers. I mean, he may be, but he's gaining more. Hassan Piker, gaining followers as well. That's why they're not on the list. Why would they abandon a massive platform where they reach millions of people and drive promotions for Blue Sky where they would isolate themselves? Maybe they'll try and play both. I created a Truth Social, used it a couple times, then said, I'm not going to deal with posting twice. The reality is Democrats are going to isolate. The far left is going to isolate themselves. Default libs are going to stay exactly where they are. And then what's going to happen is, in my prediction, liberal types like me, moderate liberals, will become the liberals once again. At least for the time being, it probably won't be the case. The Democratic Party's brand is in the gutter, and they likely won't be able to survive this. They're going to try and deal with getting rid of wokeness, but in the long term, I don't know how they recover their brand. Maybe in 4 years, they get a few candidates that are more are less woke and are more likely to align with Trump and populist moderates and the right. And then by 2032, the candidates running for the Democratic Party are people that are more similar to Joe Rogan, me, or RFK Jr. And then the political debates are much more calm, handshakes, friends, and everything starts to normalize again. So I welcome this. I say, Democrats, off with ye. Go where you want to go. Do what you want to do. I ain't going to stop you. Good luck to each and every one of you. I wish you all the best. Blue Sky will not take off. I got no beef with trying to create these decentralized networks, bravo. But it never works. And it's not going to. And I'll say it again. That's why Elon Musk bought X. He needed to get a platform like this, not just for his political views, but for his space exploration. He wants a one-stop shop app with users. He bought the users. The users ain't going nowhere. Convenience is everything. People, it's hard to build up a user base. Now, TikTok kind of does it, but TikTok bans everybody. My advice to liberals, just go on TikTok. Go somewhere. What are you doing? Why flee to Blue Sky? Honest question. Here. This is the final thoughts on this. Why flee to Blue Sky when you're already on Threads? Because it's proof that it never worked. So, see you later. I'm looking forward to dominating the political sphere when the liberals are gone. Smash that like button, my friends. Share the show with everyone you know. We got one more segment coming up for you. Become a member at timcast.com. Buy Cast Brew coffee at castbrew.com, and we'll see you all soon.